our mind awareness is the most important one, because your mind, your awareness, your consciousness is a ruled whole entire world. Anything you see, anything you hear, anything you touch, taste, and whatever you experience outside the world, inside the world, everything is ruled by your consciousness and your mind, yeah? And everything is controlled by your awareness of your mind. It's one way crazy is not, it's crazy not to pay attention in your mind, yes? Why we are angry, people are angry, frustrated, depressed, egocentric, unhappy, everything is consequences are not to pay attention awareness. If you don't pay attention your mind awareness, no amount external conditions you can change, fix or have, don't affect your life that much, only temporarily. But therefore, number one priority, all humans, is know your mind, and where your mind, how to master, then this is a very beautiful Jigme Phuntsok Rinpoche's term is called master one's own mind. Master one's own mind. And this is called Tibetan Semla Ongtup. Semla Ongtup means you have full control your mental events. Yeah, you have full control your mental events. Mental events means you have full control thoughts, emotions, experiences. Once you have, know your mind, you pay attention. If you have full control your mind, that thoughts, emotions means, this is Jigme Phuntsok Rinpoche, that's the most happiest, the number one happiness, the highest form of happiness is, he says, having full control your mental events. Yeah, I think that's really we are doing meditation. Yeah, when we're doing meditation, not just sit there peacefully, just look at this, seeking that peace. No, it's number one goal. Meditation is full control your mental events. That's really reason we're meditating. And that's really reason that's really reason it's very important, is number one important, experience your mind is pristine, That's number one. How do you gain, let's say this, how do you gain full control your mental events, thoughts, emotions? How do you do that? What's the technique you show us? What technique show us? Number one, this is Ngöndro Rinpoche Pamma Sambhava says, many previous meditators, they went, number one, you need to recognize your nature of mind. If you don't recognize your nature of mind, you have no idea what's going on in your mind. That means you have no control or thoughts, emotions. There's no way. But if you know the nature of your mind, knowing, just not knowing, it's you aware, you perceive nature of your awareness. It's pure, pristine, like original condition. What's original condition? Everything is original condition. When you buy some from store, like it's anything, chair or table, chair or cup, its original condition is very clean, yes? You bring out the box, it's a beautiful object, it's very original, it's original condition. If you don't want to buy it, then you need to send back that original condition. Either they don't accept, you use maybe. And similarly, original condition means like clean, pure, pristine kind of quality. Similar means your mind is original condition. Before messed up your mind, before garbage, and what's really like, its original condition is called pure awareness and also pristine awareness. If that is the original condition, if you wear that through meditation, you wear, oh yes, you fully confident. Are you fully confident? I know 100% sure my awareness is pristine. If you have that kind of determination or confidence, that's give you all mental events under your control. Yeah, that's the first step. First step is you wear your determination and confidence. Your mind is pure, pristine, and you need found out through meditation. At certain points, it's today you're meditating, tomorrow you're meditating, next time. Certain point, this is true. When I'm meditating, my mind acted totally different. When I'm meditating, my thoughts, emotions dissipate. Then I just wear true nature of my mind. And then I follow mental events. And then the more I follow mental events, the more mind is agitated or become polluted. You know that. Two things when you're meditating. Number one is, if you stay present moment, you leave your mind alone, your mind is naturally become pristine. You know that through meditation. Second is, you notice is, when you follow mental events, external conditions, your mind is getting more agitating, getting more distorted, getting more upset. That's really you notice meditator's experience. That means, oh yeah, I know. Therefore, I'm remaining pristine, present moment, leave my mind alone. I experience natural conditioned mind. My natural conditioned mind is pure, pristine. I know, flawless. But when I follow conditions, I follow my thoughts, emotions, and then I become agitated or my mind is distorted. These things are key. Having control your mental events, having ability, know what's going on. And then second is mental events. Whatever you have mental events or positive or negative mental events you have, they're not my mind. They're just mental events. How much clouds are sky, pollutions, rain, they're not part. They're just events, sky. They come and then just appear in the sky, then they disappear into the space. But they're not permanently live somewhere space, They're not part of space. They're event space. Similarly, when happy, sad, good, bad thoughts, emotions, they're not they're not part of my awareness. They're just mental events. And then I follow my mental events, and then I become, my mind is distorted or confused or like angry. Anger is fixating mental events or fixating external conditions, and then you become angry. Or sad, everything's come from fixating external conditions. That's called sadness. If you don't fixate in external conditions, you never become angry, you never become jealousy, you never become sad. Everything's come from one external condition appear. Someone says, someone knowing you, someone makes you upset. If you thinking over and over and again, end up you're angry. Or with the external conditions, or you obsess your thoughts, emotions, and that gave you anger, sadness, or happiness, whatever. And how do your mind, what's going on in your mind, that's you notice when you're meditating. And that's really the second is Whatever appear your mind is just appear like sky, clouds and pure sky, not natural mind, Your natural mind is completely beautiful, pristine, like pristine water, and it's real water. Same is the pristine mind is real mind, real natural mind. The mental events are temporarily comes goes. If you know that, second is that. The third is, this is the most important one. Third is, whatever your thoughts, emotions appear in your mind, they are illusions, they are virtual reality. That's the third experience. That's a little bit further meditation. The more you meditating, the more growing confidence. Your mental events are illusions, non-existent. Like rainbow, that's rainbow, rainbow rainbow exists there, that mountain. Depend where you look. One direction you look, there's no rainbow, then here I see the rainbow, but you go there, rainbows disappear. It's very circumstantial, yeah? Similar, anything happen in your mind, like anger, sadness, unhappiness, good, bad thoughts, they're just like rainbow, they're very circumstantial. One way you look, they're existent, very painful. The other way you look, they're not there. Depend how you look. I think you notice that, oh yeah, I know. I look at them, for example, the person, then I have anger, sadness, conditions, but I look at my mind, that they're not there. And that's much deeper than your mental events, whatever your mind is illusions and virtual reality, non-existent. It's really circumstantial. These three things. This first is your mind is pristine. Second is mental events are not who you are. Third is mental events are illusion. If you know these important keys or realizations, and how, then mental events are under your control. Under your control and under your, kingdom. You're like king, mental events are like your servant. But if you don't know that secret, the mental events are like king, your servant, servant, servant. Therefore, that really reason, number one is how we, manage our mental events, thoughts, emotions. It's depend of these three parts of realization, three parts experience of meditation. That's really real reason meditating, not some other goal we have, like peace mind. Even if you have mind, peace mind, tranquility, if you don't know your mind, still mental events control you, because mental events appear, and you cannot deny them. You need to deal with them, yeah? As long as you don't know the mind, you need to deal with mental events, thoughts, emotions. Doesn't matter how much your mind is calm during the meditation, but the key is knowing the thoughts, emotions, their weakness. Oh yeah, that's more important. If you know that, then peace, tranquility is every moment. Every moment. You hear the thoughts appear, your mind, you laugh, haha. There's Dzogchen Rinpoche says, and Dzogchen Baramjam, and Dzogchen Rinpoche, and Jigme was Dzogchen Path says, and the Chowang Rinpoche Zod, treasury of Dharma, or they translate basic space phenomena, Chuki's translation. He says, what is this? He says, what is this? Is crazy or dream? I laughed myself, I laughed myself, It means he's laughing. It's like I said, what is this, really dream or crazy? It's very funny, like, and he says he laughed. And similar, when you mental events appear in your mind, sometimes you may laugh, sometimes you may think so funny, small things you may confuse, small things make you happy, like something like, it's like appear like that way. And that really is the goal of meditation, is full control your mental events, and you have the totally own, you understand, own, you have totally own your mind. Yeah, right now you don't own, we don't own anything, because conditions own your mind. What conditions appear, that's determine whatever you feel, and that means conditions on your mind, your feelings, or mental events on your mind. They call that is Ngöndro Rinpoche says, your mind is dragging everywhere, conditions dragging everywhere, dragging here, dragging there, something sad appear, and then you feel sad, something good appear, oh, you're very upset. Everything is so many directions, our mind is feelings dragging every direction. That means we don't own our consciousness, the conditions are owned by, But the goal is enlightenment or meditation is you can own your consciousness, like majestic experience. And they call shamatha, this like the meditation is like mountain. This mountain, how many rain, there's hurricane, there's wind, mountain cannot move. Similarly, your meditation is similar. There's so many mental events occur in your mind. Your meditation cannot move. That's really the goal. That means you own your mind. You own your mind. You own your awareness, and you live in powerfully once you own your awareness, and you live in it powerfully, and you die with powerfully. Powerful living, powerful death. And that's really our entire Bardo teachings are like living powerfully and dying powerfully and journey with dignity. Okay? And that's really I want to say. And it's a very important key part of our meditation. Journey with the dignity. Yeah, it's a very, very actually exciting thing is learning your mind, Most exciting, I don't know, conditions getting, you something, external conditions, certain point you getting old, there's don't make many things excited, When you're young, easy to excited. Since you get even a small gift, someone, you're really excited. But when you get old, you used to everything, external conditions. External conditions don't make you excited that much. But if you learn in your mind, more exciting, there's more inspiration. Especially you read Dzogchen Path, Vajra songs, and Ngöndro Rinpoche, Pama Sambhava's teachings. And, it's very, this like that. We call Hinayana teachings, everything's a suffering, a tight. What is really Dzogchen or Mahayo Vajrayana teach? Everything's excitement, everything's amazing, everything's marvelous, everything's extraordinary, everything's opening up. Therefore, anytime I was, reading or teaching something, meditation of mine, I'm very excited. I don't know why, excited too much. That's really good. We need to have exciting, something very positive, extraordinary things. And that really means something exciting means something extraordinary things going on, yeah? When you Dzogchen Path reading about all Dzogchen teachings, all other Vajra songs, they're very excited, inspired. And exciting inspiration is the extraordinary experience human beings have. And that's the beginning, you know. Then more extraordinary experience develops after that. But you're not excited, you're not, you know, like, how do you say, inspired, then beginning, initially, then slowly, and the energy fading away. The energy never develops. Certain point is stuck because you're not excited, you're not inspired, then energy stays there, and then energy slowly fading away. If you are excited and inspire something extraordinary, then the energy goes much higher level. Therefore, human beings really sometimes addicted external conditions, but external conditions are disappear very quickly, you know. They call that is, everyone knows, like drinking coffee, you know, and very delicious, eating chocolate. It's very temporary, and they call instant gratification, yeah, instant gratification. Any external conditions are like anything you see, anything you hear, is instant gratification, because the moment it's where it feels good, then it disappears. And that is, they're very short-lived. The span is very short. But internal experience, like come from meditation experience, and you know, meditation experience called, there's bliss, and you know, and your mind is become extraordinary. That can stay whole entire year or months, years, you know, whole entire rest of your life. It's not like short momentary. It's very much better, you know. It's that meditation extraordinary experiences that is not come from external conditions, not come from alcohol or drug or food and or any other experiences, any other external conditions, any other substance, or rather than come from your pure awareness. Pure awareness is more powerful than any drug, any alcohol, any external stimulation. They're just temporary conditions there, then fading ways. But once you awareness, pure awareness manifest in this moment. So pure awareness, your mind is totally, you know, open up. The thoughts, emotions are fading away, you know. And then thoughts, emotions are fading away. And then pure awareness become, you know, fully evidence, let's say. And that experience is more powerful than any other experience this world. Any other experience this world is most, you know, I think that's called, I don't know how do you say, you know, like the tantras, they call the unconditional ecstasy, or like whatever, you know, like whatever you call that is, because that pure awareness is such that extraordinary, because that experience is, there's no anxiety, there's no fear, there's no hesitation. All these things absence, and all these things absence, then that's more powerful. Usually, you know, we enjoy many things, but our mind is occupied, worries, concerns, doubts, hesitations, unhappiness, or like resentment, all these things. If you are, as long as your mind is occupied, these things, there's no bliss. Even you have surrounding so much good conditions, still you are not fully enjoy, because your mind is occupied uncomfortable experiences. If your mind is uncomfortable experiences, doesn't matter how much rich you are, how much famous you are, how much external conditions are good, your mind is determined, everything's tainted, black, you know, blocked, your energy is blocked. And then because your mind is, you know, occupy all these, you know, like hesitations, events. And that experience is not that powerful experience. When meditating, your mind is, dissolve all hesitations, judgments, and then anxieties, fears, anger, jealousy, everything is dissolved, dissipating. When pure awareness manifests in this moment, then that is extraordinary, because your mind is totally beautiful. Your mind is totally pristine. And then that experience cannot compare in this universe. Any other experience, good experience, you cannot compare that. Because that is completely undistorted experience, yeah? Unpolluted, uncomfortable. There's no uncomfortable, even the slightest 1% uncomfortable never exists in your mind. That really are the teachings called great bliss. Not just great, it's why it's great bliss, great bliss. It's not like small bliss, And then small bliss is just everybody. It's conditional bliss. It's a small bliss, yeah. And that experience is extraordinary. If you got that extraordinary experience, then you never forget. And that means everybody got that experience. Everybody need that God experience. They call that. And then who has that is teachings, like where they come from. Guru Rinpoche, Pama Sambhava's teachings have that talk, that, and Mapom Rinpoche, Longchenpa. Their teachings talk about that, and mainly Dzogchen, and that's really our most powerful experience in this universe. And that's really the ultimate goal of your meditation.